In Cincinnati, the Montreal Expos in town for the beginning of a three-game series is to take on the Reds. Grounded by Tim Raines in the top of the first inning gave the Expos a 1-0 lead. Then the top of the second, the Expos increased the lead when Larry Walker connected for a solo home run right field off Red starter Chris Hammond, who made his major league debut in the game. It was Walker's 11th home run, 2-0 Expos. Then the top of the third, the Expos increased their lead when Tim Raines lined a single to left field, then knocked in Delano the Shields. RB number 29 for Raines, the second in the game. Montreal led 3-0 in the third. But in the bottom of the sixth inning, the Reds took the lead with one quick swing of the bat. A grand slam home run by Eric Davis, a line drive shot to left field off of Zane Smith. It was Davis' 12th home run this season, his 5th career grand slam, and now it's 42 RBIs, and the Reds led 4-3 in the bottom of the sixth. In the bottom of the seventh inning, they increased the lead to 7-3. First, a solo home run by Joe Oliver to deep left field, his 6th home run and 32nd RBI, and the score was 5-3 Cincinnati. Then with 2 outs in the inning, Barry Larkin came up and he belted a 2-run homer to left field, his 5th of the season. RBIs 40 and 41 as Billy Hatcher scored on the home run, and the Reds led 7-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Then the bottom of the 8th, Chris Sabo added a little more insurance with a solo home run to left center field off Drew Hall. It was Sabo's 17th home run this season, and the Reds led 8-3. That was the final. Tim Leone got the win for the Reds in relief. He's 4-0. Zane Smith got the loss for the Expos. He drops to 5-6.
On Monday night from Boston, Tom Kelly and the Twins in town to take on the Red Sox. And watch this. After Kevin Romine had fouled off a pitch, Minnesota catcher Brian Harper nice enough to stand it up on the plate for him as he comes back to finish batting. The bat stands up for Kevin Romine. He says, thanks a lot. Top of the 6th inning now. Great play coming up here by second baseman Jody Reed of the Boston Red Sox. Kirby Puckett, the batter. He hits the ground ball in the hole. But there's Jody Reed to swallow it up and throw it over to first to get Kirby Puckett. Nice play by Jody Reed. And Wes Gardner pitching a pretty good game for the Sox. He pitched 6 innings, only allowing 5 hits and striking out 6. Here's strikeout victim number 6, Gary Gaetti, as he gets him looking on the outside corner. Gary Gaetti not too happy about it as he tosses the bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning with the score 1-1 on a pair of groundouts as Joe Morgan looked on. Mike Greenwell up with 2 outs against Mark Guthrie. He hits the ground ball to Fred Manrique. He misses it. Quintana scores from second base. That makes it 2-1 Boston on the error by Manrique. But in the top of the 9th inning, the Twins score a pair. Brian Harper with the single into center field off of reliever Jeff Gray. That scores Greg Gagne, and it's all tied up at 2. RBI number 37 for Harper. Then a strange play coming up. Paul Sorrento hits the deep fly off the wall, and then it goes off Kevin Romine's face as it bounces off the wall and hits him right in the face. Brian Harper scores on the play. Then Paul Sorrento tries to come around as he tries for the inside the park home run, but he ends up with the triple as he is thrown out at the plate. That makes it 3-2 Minnesota on Sorrento's 6th RBI of the season as they check out Kevin Romine out in center field as he took that one right off the face. As the high right field angle will show, bounces off the green monster and then bounces off his face. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Rick Aguilera came on to strike out 2 of the 3 batters he would face, pick up his 22nd save to get the win for Juan Berenguer, who is now 7-2. Here he strikes out Tom Levy's friend Tim Nearing to end it. That's the 3rd time Nearing struck out in the game. The final 3-2 Minnesota as they come from behind to beat the Red Sox on Monday night.
Monday evening in Oakland, a couple of Cleveland fans on hand as the A's took on the Indians. In the bottom of the 3rd inning with no score, Oakland got on the board first when Mark McGuire lined a single to left field off Al Nipper. Lance Blankenship scored just ahead of Sandy Alomar Jr.'s tag, and the A's led 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Then in the bottom of the 4th inning, they increased the lead to 2-0 when Ron Hassey counted for a solo home run right field, and the A's led 2-0. It was Hassey's 3rd home run, and the 2nd against the Tribe this season. Still in the bottom of the 4th inning, the A's increased the lead to 3-0 when Mike Agel booped a single to right field. Steve Howard scored from second base, and the A's led 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 was the final. The A's got a strong pitching performance from Scott Sanderson, and here in the top of the 7th inning, struck out Brooks Jacoby for the 6th of 8 strikeouts he had in the game. Sanderson was removed with just 1 out in the top of the 9th, He allowed just 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 8 in 8 1/3, and he got a standing ovation from the crowd. And then back in the dugout, he got congrats from his teammates for a job well done. Gene Nelson came in to pick up his 4th save, and Sandy Alomar Jr. flew out to left field to end the game. Sanderson got the win, he's 11-5. Al Nebba got the loss, he's 2-3. Monday evening from Chicago, the Cubs took on the San Diego Padres in the bottom of the first inning. The Cubs got on the board when Marvell Wynn doubled off the wall in left center field. That knocked in Mark Grace and Andre Dawson, and the Cubs led 2-0. RBI 17 and 18 for Wynn. In the bottom of the second inning, they increased their lead to 3-0 when pitcher Mike Harkey came up and promptly bounced a single over Mike Palarilla's head and went into left field. Shawan Dunston scored RBI number 1 for Harkey, and the Cubs led 3-0. But on the top of the fourth inning, Padres got back a run. Jack Clark with the single to left field, and Dave Clark's throw home was dropped by Cub catcher Joe Girardi, and Tony Gwynn, who was dead at home plate, scored. Cubs led 3-1, and then a ground that made the score 3-2. Then in the bottom of the fifth, the Cubs got back a run when Joe Carter misjudged his fly ball off the bat of Andre Dawson. Dave Clark scored, and the Cubs led 4-2. This was a rather costly error because it proved to be the game's winning run. This made a winner of Cubs starter Mike Harkey, who back in the top of the first inning started off the game with a strikeout of Thomas Howard, the Padres' leadoff hitter. But in the top of the ninth inning, with Howard on second base, Tony Gwynn hit a bad hop double past Mark Grace at first base. Howard scored from second base, and the lead was cut to 4-3 in the top of the ninth inning. This came with 2 outs in the ninth, but the next batter was Roberto Alomar, and reliever Mitch Williams, who had come in to face Gwynn, struck out Alomar to end the game. The Cubs won 4-3. Harkey got the win, he's 7-4. Eric Shaw got the loss for the Padres, he's 1-7. Mitch Williams picked up his 10th save.
Monday night in Detroit, the Tigers hosting Jeff Torborg and the Chicago White Sox. Larry Sheets put the Tigers up 1-0 in the bottom of the first with an RBI single, and in the bottom of the second with 2 outs, Scott Lusader connects for a 2-run home run off Jack McDowell. His second home run of the season. It came with Lou Whitaker on board. It's 3-0 Detroit. RBIs 13 and 14 on the season for Lusader. In the top of the fourth inning with 2 outs, Dan Pasqua gets the first hit of the game for Chicago off Dan Petrie. He doubles to left center field. Lance Johnson scores. It's 3-1 Detroit. RBI number 32 on the season for Pasqua. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Watch these moves by Ozzie Guillen as he scares this bird off the field. Still in the bottom of the fourth, Lou Whitaker will hit this ground ball. Travis Fryman will slide under Ozzie Guillen's legs, and as he gets up, his helmet hits Guillen. Guillen goes down in pain. Chet Lemon scores. It's 4-1 Tigers. RBI number 38 on the season for Whitaker. We'll take another look at Fryman sliding into second base, and he hits Guillen right between the legs with his helmet. In the top of the fifth inning, some more oddities in this game. Steve Lyons with the bunt. His head-first slide beats Petrie at first base. As Petrie argues the play, we'll see Lyons, who's cleaning the dirt off his uniform, and before you know it, he pulls his pants down. He doesn't even realize that he did it. He quickly puts them back up again. He looks up at the sky. A lot of strange happenings tonight in Detroit. In the top of the seventh inning, Scott Fletcher will tie this game up at 4 apiece. He hits a 3-run home run to left field off Petrie. It came with Carlton Fisk and Steve Lyons on board. His third home run of the season, RBIs 23, 24, and 25. And it's all tied up at 4. But in the bottom of the ninth, with 2 outs, Don Paul on in relief for Chicago, and the first batter he faces is Alan Trammell. Trammell takes him over the left field wall, giving Detroit the 5-4 win, his 7th home run of the year, RBI number 49. Mike Henneman is the winning pitcher. He's 5-5. Don Paul takes the loss. He's 1-4. Monday night in Atlanta, the Braves hosting Nick Leyva and the Philadelphia Phillies in the top of the second inning with 1 out. Dickie Thon with the ground ball into the hole. Andres Thomas will make the nice stop, but his throw goes into right field. John Kruk comes in to score from second base, and it's 1-0 Phillies. Terry Mulholland pitches a 6-hitter for Philadelphia this evening. Here in the bottom of the third, he gets some nice defensive backup from Charlie Hayes, who snags the hard ground ball by Jeff Blauser. Makes a throw home to Darren Dalton. He puts the tag on Greg Olson at home plate. In the top of the fifth inning with 1 out, Philadelphia will go up 2-0. Von Hayes at the plate for the Phillies, and he'll single to right field. The ball getting past the diving Jeff Blauser. Darren Dalton will come in to score. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. RBI number 39 on the season for Von Hayes as Tommy Herr is thrown out at third base. In the top of the 7th inning with 1 out, Von Hayes will put the Phillies up 4-0 with a single to right field. Dalton scores once again. Von Hayes brings his RBI total to 40 on the season, and it's 4-0 Philadelphia. In the top of the 9th inning, Charlie Hayes with the blooper to right center field. Ron Gant makes the nice diving catch. John Kruk tags up from third base, and it's 7-0 Phillies. RBI number 32 on the season for Charlie Hayes. And in the bottom of the 9th, Ron Gant breaks up the shutout for Terry Mulholland with a 2-run home run to left field. It came with Blauser on board, his 18th of the season, and it's 7-2 Philadelphia. That'll be the final score. Terry Mulholland allowing just 6 hits. He walked 1, he struck out 3 in his first complete game of the year. He improved his record to 4-3. Andres Thomas grounds out to Tommy Herr to end the game. 7-2 Phillies. Mulholland is now 4-3. Marty Clary, the losing pitcher, is 1-6. In Houston, Art Howe and the Astros are hosting the New York Mets. In the top of the first inning with 2 outs, Greg Jeffries will put New York up 1-0 with his 11th home run of the season, a solo shot to right field off Mark Portugal. It's 1-0 Mets, RBI number 37 on the season for Jeffries. We move now to the top of the 2nd inning. Watch Houston's Ken Caminetti as he chases Kevin Elster's foul pop-up. He hops over the fence into New York's dugout, and he'll hit his face on the dugout roof. We'll take one more look at this play by Caminetti as he jumps into the Mets dugout, and he'll hit his face on the dugout roof. He was okay on the play. In the bottom of the 2nd inning, Craig Biggio tied the game up at 1 apiece with a triple. Still in the 2nd, Franklin Stubbs with a perfect bunt. Bob Ojeda running to first base for the out, but Craig Biggio scores. It's 2-1 Houston, RBI number 32 on the season for Stubbs. In the top of the 3rd, Eric Yelding with the diving stop on Dave Magadan's ground ball in the hole. And the throw to first base is in time. A nice play by Eric Yelding. And in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Javier Ortiz will put Houston up 3-1. He singles to left field. Casey Candel will come around to score. It's 3-1 Astros. RBI number 6 on the season for Ortiz. As you see, Houston's mascot Orbit with a couple of his pals as they have some fun around New York coach Mike Cubbage. Mark Portugal went 7 2/3 innings. He struck out 7 there in the top of the 4th. He gets Darryl Strawberry to go down swinging. In the top of the 7th, the Mets with a fine opportunity with the bases loaded, nobody out. Darryl Boston with the weak dribbler to Portugal. He throws home to get Greg Jeffries and a throw on to first base for the double play. In the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out, it's Ken Caminetti with the soft ground ball. Ron Darling, who's on in relief for New York, will make the nice shovel play to Mackie Sasser, but Sasser drops the ball as Casey Candel scores, and it's 4-1 Houston. Still in the bottom of the 7th. One highlight for the Mets, Darryl Strawberry will make a perfect throw home from right field to get Javier Ortiz at home plate as he tries to tag up on Craig Biggio's fly ball to right field. And that double play will end the bottom half of the 7th inning. Move now to the top of the 9th. Larry Anderson will pick up his 3rd strikeout of the game as he gets Kevin McReynolds to go down to end the game. It's 4-1 Houston. That's the final. Mark Portugal, the winning pitcher, is 4-8. Bob Ojeda takes the loss. He's 4-4. Larry Anderson picking up his 3rd save.